All right, so in this video, I'm going to teach you how to break locks, okay? But I'm gonna take a twist to this here. And the reason why I want to introduce you to this lock-in concept is because it only works when it's in a static situation. And what do I mean by static situation? That is if you are on the ground. Now let's say, does it work when you're standing up? Of course it works, because I just showed you. So let's say, Daniel, come on in. So let's say you have someone who comes up and they grab you by the shoulder, right? Now, I would highly recommend 100% of the time, if someone comes and grabs you in the shoulder like this here, you don't need to break his wrist, right? If he grabs you on the shoulder, he only has one hand that is free. You have two hands that are free. Now this is like 2 against 1 because this hand is too occupied holding my shirt, right? From here, bam, this way, right? Grab again, just go block this way, bam, this way, and just take him out cold. So why in this video I want to teach you about this? Why in this video I'm spending time to teach you about blocking this version here, right? And the reason why I'm teaching you like that is because two reasons. Reason number one is I want to teach you how to break someone's wrist, okay? If you do not want to use excessive force to knock out your opponent, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you'd be like, oh, this is a nice guy. I just want to submit him. And then, someone call the police and come over and arrest this guy because he just, try to take me down, okay? And reason number two for this video is this is something that you can use when you are on the ground, okay? Obviously, I'm not gonna get to the ground because there's some poison ivy here unless you guys want to see me itch for the next 2 weeks and I can't make videos for you, but I'm not gonna get onto the ground, but you're gonna be able to get the concept, okay? So let's say someone grab you here. Always understand that the wrist is very hard for him to control, okay? Because the joint is so far away from his body. And when the joint is far away from his body, you can always take control by turning it this way here, okay? So when someone grabs you this, you grab him by the wrist and you turn him this way. You see as I'm turning him this way here, the wrist is pointing forward and then your arm is from the top, goes straight down. You see when I'm going straight down, he's already bending, right? So this is how you break him, okay? Once again, he holds it here, right? You want to turn, grab onto his wrist, bring it upward. Don't bring it upward with your hand like that, right? Because sometimes your hand is not as strong as his hand, okay? So you want to turn around and also using your shoulder to turn as well. And then from here, your arm goes over and bend, right? So it doesn't matter how strong he is, his hand is not going to be comparable to your shoulder, right? Your shoulder is much stronger than him, okay? And then once you turn around, you hook him down this way here. Right, so how does that apply when we're on the ground, okay? So let's say we're on the ground. So right now, I just want you to picture, so let's say right now, I'm on top of him, right? And he has both of his hands. He has both of his hands holding me up and I'll imagine I'm sitting on top of him, right? I can just punch down this way here. I can just punch down. But then at the same time I'm punching down on the ground, it's more of a static situation because both of us are stuck on the ground. Here, as we're standing up, there's so much room. This is 3-dimensional, right? Where he and I can push each other and we can be like, hey, look, you know what? I have enough space. I'm going to step back, right? But when I'm on the ground with him, just imagine I'm on the ground with him. Right now, the floor is holding him back. Just imagine the floor is in the back of him, is holding him back. So let's say if I swing him, and if he catches my arm, he's gonna be able to break my arm as well too, right? So what you wanna do is, now you watch enough MMA where you get guys do arm bar and then they break the elbow or they break the shoulder. Here I'm going to teach you another way of breaking someone's arm is to focus on the wrist, right? So let's say, I'm on top of him, punching him. He's trying to hold my shoulder here. He's trying to hold my shoulder so that he can push me back so that I cannot reach him. And this is where I use the opportunity where I grab him again here. I lean down, you see how I bring this over? And then this way here, and I go, let me go this angle so the camera, you can see, right? So same thing, he's holding me back. And then right when the opportunity, see this hand goes up, grab onto here, and then I'm turning, right? I'm still on top of him, then I bend down and I lean toward him. You see, this is how you break his wrist. And trust me, for that hand right there, try to punch my face. There's no way he can punch because as he's turned his body over, what happened is this is gonna turn more. When he turns that body, he automatically turns his wrist. So by turning his body, he's breaking his own wrist. Okay? So right now on the top of him, I'm holding him like that way here. As he punches you, he's gonna break this more, right? So this is how you submit him. Okay? And now you really wanna break the guy, just go boom, straight down and you're gonna break him. All right? So that's very important when you are on top of someone in a static situation versus standing. All right, so I might as well just show you all how it works on the ground. I mean, this is hard concrete floor, and usually the reality is we are gonna be fighting on a hard concrete floor, right? So let's say we get into, I'm on top of him here, right? So let's say here, see how he's grabbed my arm? See, if I punch him, like I was saying, he's be able to block. For right now, as he's holding me up, I'm grabbing here, I'm turned. See that? Once I turn, this way here, boom. You see that? I'm going straight down this way and hit him. So let me go this angle here. I'm grab, pull up, and see how I turn this way. And this is how I break his wrist, right? Once you break this, let's say if he's gonna punch, there's no way he's gonna punch you, okay? Because he's gonna go up, there's nothing on that arm. The other technique is, let's say someone, let's say he comes in and he grabs you, he grabs you like this here. He's like, oh, I'm gonna grab both hands, and he thinks as he's grabbing both of my hands. So let's say here, grab this. He grab both of my hands, and he thinks he's gonna control both my arms. Okay? When someone grab you this here, you just want to go to the side. See how I go to the side? You don't want to stand here and go circle like this here. You go to the side and see how I pull up this way here, and then this is how you break his elbow. Okay, so he's grabbing you here. It doesn't matter either hand he grab. You're like, okay, he wants to grab this hand here. You just go to the side, this one, and you break, right? Or you can choose the other hand. Doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter, right? The most important thing is as he grab this way here, as for video purpose, as he's grabbed this, go to the side and up this way here, and you break him, right? Can you do the same thing on the floor? Of course you can, right? Same thing on the floor. As he grab you here, just go to the side and then break his elbow. So these are the kind of moves here that when you watch MMA, you probably don't see it at all. I don't know the reason why. Maybe they're not, it's illegal if you're gonna break these small joints. But this is something that's very practical when you are fighting in the street. When someone is hurting you and you're not able to control their whole entire body because you have to maneuver a lot. So why bother maneuver a lot when you're just able to crack or break whatever is in front of you, right? So for example, again, let's do a quick review. If he's putting his hand here right on my shoulder, why bother doing a big armbar when this is exposed, and bring it up and just boom, break it right away, right? So right now at elbow, same thing. As he grab here, why not just turn around and break it right away? All right, so those are the two techniques that I want to share with you in case if someone is pushing you back and, you know, while their joints is exposed to you, just take it and break it right away, right? Or like I said, the most practical option is to punch them, because once someone is grabbing you, they pretty much, their hands are neutralized, right, by your body because they're too busy putting them on there. So your job is just to punch them, right? But if you want to take a high approach by locking them or just breaking their wrist, their joints, just go ahead and just grab it and break it right away, right? So you don't have to go fancy and break their shoulder, break their elbow, just break whatever is in front of you. All right, so I hope you like and share this video with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video.